The ULU project investigates the diverse cultures of Alaska Native peoples and their relations to the land and sea. We explore aspects of food and culture through the perspectives of both experts and everyday people, and film the series in 3 locations: Nome, Sitka, and Anchorage, Alaska.
Traditionally, we told stories between, grandparents to grandchildren, aunties and uncles, to their nieces and nephews, where we're able to sit and have a conversation. Our communities had ways of telling stories. This is really important because Native people now get to be in charge of and lead and develop the voice of their own story, and it's available through technology to tell the entire world. We believe that we're both teachers and we're both students. And so as a result, the values of who we are will be interwoven into the consumer game, the game about the Arctic, the game about Inupiaq stories. And so we believe that it's an amazing vehicle, video games, where we can transfer knowledge. We can continue to be proud of who we are. We can continue to bring the stories of our elders into this new medium, which is really exciting. And the game will really engage gamers in a way where the gamers will have fun, but at the same time really learn about some of the cultural stories and values of the Inupiaq people and the people of the Arctic region.
People from elsewhere would ask me questions about, Eskimo life. And so as I started to write the story, because I lived with my parents and experienced what they experienced, I could write things I felt. So not only to tell, the story of what happened to my great-grandma, I wanted to tell the Eskimo story. That's how the Winter Walk came to be. I think it's important to tell the story so that other people, especially my family, will take pride in their heritage.
Everything influences my work. Experience, life, society, social issues, the land, especially. So where I come from, especially living in a place like Alaska or southeast Alaska, it's magic and powerful. Romanticized indigenous cultures. I've done series of editions of work based on that, and that first came to light noisily to me, I suppose, when I was learning more about the customary arts that had been created. The whole economy behind customary arts is frozen in this ideal era of pre-contact indigenous community, which is also an era that was heavily written about in anthropological texts, saying this is the interesting things that we want to write about. Why is this the version that defines me? And it doesn't necessarily talk to all the other things that have gone on in this community socially and historically up to my generation, to a point where it's like, all right, well, now I don't speak my language. Why don't I speak my language? Well, because my father's generation was the first not to. Why? Because his parents didn't want him to get punished or socially, et cetera, et cetera. So those are all important stories to include.
Our love is rain, falls free from the sky. It's on everybody, just the same, and I.